Alright, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome in. This is BigBearForNation.com back here with another video. And today we're gonna do the same thing as we did yesterday. We blind ranked, well, we didn't really blind rank, but we ranked every single Eastern Conference team yesterday. So today we're gonna do the same thing, but this time we're gonna go to the Western Conference. So I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button for me. Make sure you guys join the Discord. The link is in the description. Make sure you guys do follow me on Twitch. Mozart28. You guys will see all of our Xbox streams on there. And make sure you guys as well share the channel, keep the community going. Make sure, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, make sure to do so. It's a lovely community down there. We always get to chat even though I'm off stream. It's a lot of fun, so make sure to go ahead and join that as well. We really do appreciate all of your support, and we do appreciate you guys for being here on the YouTube channel. Really makes us proud as recording me, because I'm the host of this day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it going here. So like I said, we're gonna do the Eastern. I'm not doing the Eastern Conference. We did that yesterday. We're gonna do the Western Conference blind rankings, and I saved this for today because this was going to be the harder portion of it. Because Eastern Conference is easy. Anybody can do the Eastern Conference, but the Western Conference, this is where it gets hard. This is where it gets tough. So because there's so many good teams out here, so I think the Western Conference is going to get a little bit harder as we rank. But there is, like I said, there is an NBA. There is some bad teams out here. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. As you guys know, the tier list, the rankings will go exactly as it was yesterday. So no need to explain there. If you guys haven't checked out Smash for Saturday, make sure you guys do so before we start. That video was just out yesterday afternoon or yesterday night, so make sure you guys go check that out. It was a lot of fun. I pre-record that every single Saturday. It's a lot of fun. And then make sure you guys check out the Minecraft Monday video that will be coming out tomorrow. So anyway, let's go ahead and hop into this video. Alright, so let's get it going with team number 15, who I think the worst team in the Western Conference is right now, and I think that is the Utah Jazz. I mean, they just got no help down there, man. I mean, sure, the Jazz could be a little sneaky at point. Normally, during the Eastern Conference, I would roast the team, and I kind of roasted them for a little bit because, like I said, they're ass. But the Jazz, yes, the Jazz are ass, but they have guys that can give you a run if you don't focus into the game. I still really like Lauri Markkanen on that team. I really do. But besides that, I don't think this team is good. I don't think their defense is good. I don't think their offense is good. I mean, their offense could be solid at times, but majority of the times it's not good. So as much as I want to give credit at least a little bit of credit to Utah, I can't really do it because I don't think this team is really, I don't think this team's consistent, if you guys know what I mean. Sure, I do think the Jazz will be alright in a few years, but for right now, they're not that good. I think they have to get Lauri Markkanen some help this offseason. But yeah, but the Jazz, yeah, like I said, I do think they are the worst team in the Western Conference by far. Next up, we got team number 14, and we're gonna go with the unfortunate Pelicans. And the only reason why I say unfortunate is because that's just reality that they're unfortunate right now. Let me tell you something. The Pelicans, and I'm pretty sure everybody can agree with me on this, the Pelicans will be 10 times better. They will probably be double the record right now. If you guys know what I mean, that means they have 13 wins of recording this, will have at least 26, something like that. They would double the wins if they were healthy this entire season. If TJ McCollum didn't get injured, oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Brandon Ingram, who you recently just got traded, but he was injured, he was in and out of the lineup. Zion Williamson was in and out of the lineup. It feels like their entire starting five was in and out of the lineup. So we couldn't really see the Pelicans as a complete team for one. So that's why I say that, yes, the Pelicans are ass because they run down there and won 13 games, and that's embarrassing. But question is, can you really blame them? My answer is no, because we haven't really got to see the full version of the New Orleans Pelicans. This is just an unfortunate season for the Pelicans, but if they give them a healthy season, they'll be just fine. But just right now, they're just getting very, very unfortunate with the injuries. Next, we got 13. We got the Trailblazers. Now, I do give some respect to the Trailblazers. Are they bad? Yes, they are bad. But I do want to get credit where it's due. They are starting to eat up a little bit. They're getting hot at the right time, so I'll give them a slight credit for that. They're getting better as the weeks continue. They're gonna get better, but for right now, they're still not good, and they still have a lot of work to do. Obviously, I like Anthony Simons. I like all their young core, actually. I think they actually need to keep that young core. You just need to keep building it because, like I said, the Trailblazers, I think they won like 10 out of the last 15 games before the All-Star break. So this team is getting hot at a perfect time here. The question is, will it be enough? We don't think so. So that's why they're going to send number 13 for right now. Next up, we got number 12, and this was honestly a tough decision for me, but I think I'm going to go with the Phoenix Suns. I just think they're inconsistent, so I don't think this team is really that good. I mean, I know KD has been amazing. I know D-Book has been good. But besides that, and I know their offense has been dynamic. I think this team is could be one of the biggest offensive teams in the league. But I'm not going to say that comfortably. But besides that, what would we haven't really, or I should say, what have we seen from the Phoenix Suns? You know what I mean? Like, what have we really saw from them this season? Their defense is absolutely horrendous. Because when you have a team full of all-stars offensively, and then your defense is going to be shit, and that's kind of what the Lakers deal with right now. And we'll get to Lakers here in just a few moments, but I just don't really like this team's consistently. It just feels like they're too damn inconsistent. They'll go out there, they're kind of like the Miami Heat. They'll go out there losing against one of the worst teams, but then yet beat one of the best teams. They're just confusing, man. If the Suns wasn't so confusing, would I rank them higher? Absolutely, but for right now, they're just gonna stay number 12 right now. They're just not that same consistent team as we're used to seeing. Next, we got number 11, and we're going to go with the San Antonio Spurs. Now, I know this does seem a little bit low for the Spurs to be ranked, but you still got to give them time. I love that addition to De'Aaron Fox having to that team. I think I talked about it earlier on one of my live streams. I said, give this team a few weeks with the new core, Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox, and with Victor Wembanyama. This team's going to be fucking good. They're going to be good for years to come. I still believe that. They're getting better. They're on that right track right now. And I do think the Spurs, they still have a golden opportunity to make the play-in at least. But I do think the Spurs team is very decent. I don't think they're number 11. Like, this is where, like, between Phoenix and up, this is where it gets to the teams that are not bad or they're not horrendous. So, yeah, just give this team a couple of weeks, man. I do, the Western, like I said, the Western Conference is so high, so it's so competitive that you can't really give this slight edge to the teams because that's going to be one of the hardest things to do. But for right now, I got them at 11. But they're still going to be a good team to watch for the regular season too. Next we got number 10. I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors. They're not the best team. They're not the worst team. But when you have Steph Curry on your team, he'll keep you in every single game. When you have Draymond Green and when you have the chemistry, when you have Steve Kerr on that team, they're never going to keep you out of the game. They will fight you. They will challenge you. The Warriors, every single time you face them, it always has to be a drug fest. But let's be honest, the majority of the teams have figured out the Warriors by now, and I do think Buddy Hield needs to get onto his scoring streak because he's been cold ever since the first week of the season. Here. But I still like the Warriors, man. I think they're still a decent basketball team. I think they still have a lot of things to work on, obviously. But this team is still decent. Like I said, as long as you have Steph Curry who is leading your offense, you should be able to stay in every game. The question is, can you finish every game? That's been the Warriors' main weakness so far. Can you finish games? Because the majority of those answers have been no. We'll see if that turns around or not. But right now, I only gotta give them a 10. Next, we got number 9, and this could go either way. I think it's just really depend on the injuries, but I'm gonna go with Sacramento right now. Sacramento is another team that we just have to wait a little bit to see what they're really made out of. Like, sure, they got the DeRozan just a year ago. They now just got De'Aaron Fox. No, not De'Aaron Fox. He's been traded. They just got Zach LaVine. So let's see how he matches up in there with DeMar DeRozan. Obviously, we see them two before on Sacramento. I still think that Sacramento is a good offensive team because you still have Malik Monk, still have Keegan Murray. You have these two, and you have Sabonis. So I have no problems about this Kings offense once and forever. I think they're going to be one of the funner offenses to watch in all basketball. The question is, how is their defense going to be? Because when you look at that team, Kings defense, that's literally a team that's the bonus for defense. So we'll see how the Kings play. Right now, they're not doing too bad. They did start off the season cold, and now they're starting to get hot. But we'll see how the Kings play. Like, give them about this next month. We'll see how they start playing. Next up, we got number 8, and I'm going to go with the Minnesota Timberwolves. This team is another good team that's really good, but it's just too inconsistent. I mean, let's just be honest here. Anthony Edwards has been a dog this year. He's been dog. He's been absolutely amazing. I think he should be top 10 in MVP voting so far this season. But when you look at Minnesota themselves, they just been inconsistent. They lose to one of the worst teams, but go out there and beat one of the best teams. Like example, like last night, they beat OKC. As we're recording this, they just beat OKC last night, and that's crazy, but then they go out there and lose a team like this, like the Portland Trailblazers. Like this, I like this Wolves team. I think they can be very dangerous, but the thing is, they're just not consistent much. They're just not really that iffy. They're just iffy. Like you never like every single game you watch them play, you just don't know what to expect. Maybe they could lose anybody or they could win anybody. If this team starts to become more consistent, will I break them higher? Absolutely. But right now, I'm only got them at 8. Next up, we got number 7. I will go with the Dallas Mavericks. Now, obviously, the Dallas Mavericks were in the trade, which it was one of the most unbelievable trades we ever seen. I talked about it here on the channel about Anthony Davis getting traded to the Mavericks with Luka Doncic, and I'm still pretty sure that Mavs fans are still pissed off about that trade. Releasing their Hall of Fame player, their superstar player. But the Dallas, I still think they're fine. I mean, lost Kyrie Irving. I mean, this team still is going to have a pretty good damn offensive team. Still going to have a Kyrie, AD's eventually coming back. No, unfortunately for Dallas is they're dealing with a whole bunch of injuries right now, especially at the center position. So at least with this week, it does give them a little bit more time to ramp up. But the question is, are all of them going to ramp up? Probably not, because AD, last time I heard, is out for a month. So we'll see what this team is looking like and what kind of health they can be here throughout. But for right now, if this team does, and I still think they're very good, but if there's a reason why this team backs down to anything, it's because they're injured as shit. Or not back down, but that's what I mean. Get blown out because they're too banged up. Next up, we got number 6, and climbing into my top 6, I am going to be taking the LA Clippers. Like I've been saying all year, this team has been very, very impressive, even without Kawhi Leonard for a good portion of the season. This team still have been pretty damn incredible without him. James Harden has been a different kind of beast, though. I'll be honest, like he really had to step up his game, especially with Kawhi Leonard being on the lineup in the first half of the season, and he has shown nothing but that. The Clippers are good, man. They're a good team. I actually do. I do like what I'm seeing from Norman Powell this year. I love what I'm seeing from that man. I think he would have maybe got an All-Star selection, but he was playing so damn good, man. I like this Clippers defense. I like this Clippers team. I like Zubats, and especially in the middle. I'm just a big fan of this team. I really am, and I think if they continue to play this way, they could make a playoff run. Who knows? But we still yet to find out. Next up, we got number 5, and I'm going to be taking my LA Lakers. Now, are we the most consistent team in the world? Absolutely not. That's why I've only got the Lakers at 5, because we are one of the most inconsistent teams in all of basketball. But here's the thing: the Lakers with Luka Doncic should be one of the better offensive teams in all of basketball, right? We should be really hard to guard in perimeter and guard on the offensive side of the ball. My only concern for the Lakers is their defense moving forward, because we already seen their as I'm recording this yesterday. If you guys haven't seen, the Lakers' defense was horrible the other night against the Jazz. It was absolutely abysmal. But let's see how they do bounce back from that. I do want to see some better defensive rotation and stuff like that for the Lakers. I'm saying this because I am a Lakers fan. But it's going to be, like I said, it still feels weird to see Luka Doncic in the Lakers jersey. It feels weird, but, it is what it is. And, our offense should be great, but the question is, can this defense really get it together? That's going to be one of the main things about the Lakers. But anyway, you're still in a good spot, 12 games above 100. I haven't been in this position in a long time. I'll take it. Next up, we got number 4. I'm going to go with the Houston Rockets. Now, I still think the Rockets are a very good basketball team. I won't question that. And I'm pretty sure this All-Star break really came into good play for them, because the Rockets were actually pretty struggling during the All-Star break. During the second half, the Rockets, they actually been struggling. The players has been struggling a little bit, and they've been in a losing ways. Sure, the Rockets still been very impressive overall. I do think this Rockets team is still very impressive this season, but let's be honest, they're not playing as good as they once were, and I do think that's easy. And I do think that is the easy answer. They're just not the same team. Next up, we got number 3. I'm gonna take Memphis. I love what I'm seeing from the Grizzlies. Sure, I think this team's complete. I think they're one of the better teams in all of basketball. And here's the thing about the Grizzlies: they got a very good young core over there. Sure, Ja Morant has been kind of in and out a lot, but he's been great when he's been playing. I really love Jaren Jackson Jr. and Zach Edey on the front court. On the front court. I really love them two down at power forward and center. I really love that combo, and it's so entertaining to watch. I love their bench. I love GG Jackson. I think he's been terrific off that bench. I do think the Grizzlies should sign him to a full roster spot. I just love what I'm seeing from this team, man. They're just the youth. The team is just great, man. Plus, they can go in anybody's house and beat anybody. They went in Boston's house and beat them with this young core. So I really like what I'm seeing with the Grizzlies, man. They look pretty damn dominant. Coming up at number 2, I'm going to go with not mine, but I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets for my number 2 spot. Denver, I'm going to say this right off the bat. How do you not get bored watching the Denver Nuggets? I mean, come on. How do you not get bored watching Jokic feeding off dimes and throwing dimes at everybody across the floor and scoring a rock like it's nothing? When is it not entertaining to see the Denver Nuggets play offense the way they're playing offense as of right now? And now, sure, you could say that their season started off slow, and if you say that, I'm 100% going to agree with you. But the way how this team's been turning it up as of late, the way how their defense has been turning up, their offense has been great. This team is just fucking phenomenal, man. Like, they're just good, man. They're just good at everything. This team looks like an all-pro varsity junior, all-pro varsity college squad. Like, they just look good. They know what they're doing all times on the floor, and it looks fucking amazing. But nobody has to top the number 1 spot. Obviously, the number 1 spot has to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder right now. Obviously, OKC, I do think they're still the best team in the league. They only lost 10 games for a reason. They're 44-10. They're dominating the league right now in the Western Conference. This team had the best record in the NBA for quite some time. So, obviously, yeah. This team's been great. Shea's been great. Probably MVP favorite right now. It's either him or Jokic right in there, or Giannis. This guy has just been incredible. I mean, that's just the obvious answer. He's been incredible, and what this Oklahoma City Thunder did with majority of their reserves this season has been insane. Go fucking Thunder, because you guys have been damn incredible to start this year off, and you guys are still incredible right now. Alright, guys, and that's going to be my Western Conference standings going into the All-Star Weekend. So, like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, make sure to join the Discord, links in the description. And like I said, make sure you guys come tomorrow for our Minecraft Monday video. And without further ado, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop on, get this thing together so you guys can watch it on time. This is BigImpressionNation.com. Peace out. Stay safe. See you on the next one. Peace out.